In today's show, the BlackRock chief investment officer says Bitcoin will overtake the $10 trillion gold market cap and become the primary store of value. That's right, he recently shared. Do I think it'll take place of gold to a large extent? Yeah, I do, because it's so much more functional than passing a bar of gold around. Touche. I'll be breaking this down for you in today's show. Also, breaking news, Max Keiser says the Bitcoin price could skyrocket to $1 million as big institutions buy directly from miners. That's right, check this out. He goes on to share, the demand for Bitcoin is growing almost exponentially, while supply is mathematically locked at 900 a day. And in fact, in 2024, the supply gets cut in half again to 450 a day. This is why I think institutions that are buying Bitcoin will do so directly from miners, and the public won't have a chance to buy any. The public will be shut out as the price rockets to $1 million per Bitcoin. I'll be breaking this down for you in today's show. As Dan Held points out right here, financial institutions and trading legends that recognize Bitcoin as gold 2.0 includes Fidelity, JP Morgan, Bloomberg, Deutsche Bank, Citibank, BlackRock, Paul Tudor Jones, Stanley Druckenmiller, and the list goes on and on. Altcoin Daily just pointed out that the Grayscale Bitcoin Trust added another 10,550 Bitcoin to their holdings in the last 24 hours. Talk about stacking sats. Also, Plan B, the creator of the stock to flow model, just pointed out current Bitcoin price action is nice, but we are waiting for a real jump like the red arrows in early 2013 and 2017. In my opinion, that will be the start of the real bull market, and indeed phase 5, January 2021, question mark. We'll be breaking this down for you in today's show. We'll also be taking a look at the latest Bitcoin price action. Bitcoin just touched below $18,000. I'm going to be providing the whale cluster support zones to watch out for. We'll also be taking a look at the overall crypto market. As you can see, Bitcoin is currently correcting. Some of the major altcoins are breaking out, but where's the Bitcoin price likely to go from here? Find out all this, plus so much more in today's show. Here at Crypto News Alerts, I drop a brand new episode every single day, so be sure to smash that subscribe button. That's right, and turn on all notifications to receive daily premium crypto news alerts every single day, including weekends just like this. And before I kick off today's show, if interested in tapping into OPM, leveraging other people's money to grow your wealth and crypto portfolio, then smash that link right below the video in the description. All right, welcome back to another episode of Crypto News Alerts. I'm your host, JV. Let's kick it off by diving into today's top story of the day. The BlackRock chief investment officer says Bitcoin will overtake the $10 trillion gold market cap and become the primary store value. That's right, Rick Ryder, chief investment officer of global fixed income at Investment Management Corporation, BlackRock, says he believes Bitcoin will surpass gold as the primary store value. In a CNBC Squawk Box interview, Ryder explains why he believes Bitcoin and crypto at large aren't going anywhere. He goes on to share, I think cryptocurrency is here to stay, and I think it is durable. And you've seen the central banks that have talked about digital currencies. I think digital currency and the receptivity, particularly millennials' receptivity to technology and cryptocurrency is real. Digital payment systems is real. So I think Bitcoin is here to stay. Yeah, you can definitely say that again. Bitcoin and cryptocurrency is not going anywhere. The BlackRock executive highlights why he believes Bitcoin will overtake gold as the go-to store of wealth asset. Now, this is a pretty big deal. There's been a lot of Bitcoin price predictions, especially coming from the Winklevoss twins, who made the case for a $500,000 Bitcoin earlier this year. They see Bitcoin overtaking the gold market cap as well. And when this happens, we can expect at least a $500,000 Bitcoin price. Let me know your thoughts in the comments right down below. He continues, do I think it'll take place of gold to a large extent? Yeah, I do, because it's so much more functional than passing a bar of gold around. Touche. Bitcoin is a better version of being gold than gold itself. Gold is old school. It's been around for thousands of years, but who wants to travel around with gold bars that can get confiscated? We love Bitcoin. It's unconfiscatable, it's borderless, it's permissionless, and there is no comparison whatsoever. So I still also feel very compelled that Bitcoin will overtake the gold market cap as well. Now, while Ryder sees a rosy future for the largest cryptocurrency, he admits that he does not include much Bitcoin in his corporate and business portfolios. Also, the BlackRock CIO says he's unsure whether Bitcoin is worth the price it's currently trading at today, which is around $18,000. Ryder is the latest high-profile Wall Street figure to see the potential of Bitcoin. Earlier this month, billionaire investor Stanley Druckenmiller revealed he owns Bitcoin and said that the flagship crypto has more upside potential than gold. So there you have it. And as Dan Held points out right here, financial institutions and trading legends that recognize Bitcoin is gold 2.0 includes Fidelity, pretty massive. They control trillions of assets under their management. We have JP Morgan Chase, which is the largest bank in America. We have Bloomberg, Deutsche Bank, Citibank, Jefferies, BlackRock, who I just discussed, Susquehanna, hope I'm pronouncing that one right, Jump Trading. We have legendary Paul Tudor Jones, who allocated 2% of his overall investment portfolio into the king of all crypto, and the most recent to join the list, Stanley Druckenmiller. So as you can see, people are bullish, and not just regular people, but massive legendary investors and major institutions on the king of all crypto. And checking out some of the comments, check this out. Shoutkey T wrote, "It's really gold 3.0, and influencer Dan Tapero responded, "It's gold 6.0. Bitcoiners are more obsessed with gold than any other group of participants in the world financial markets. Most institutions don't own any gold/equity focus." I discussed this topic in my conversation with Pomp on the Pomp podcast, which should be airing in the coming week, which I'll be looking forward to. So shout out to Dan Tapero and Anthony Pompliano. All right, and before I break down our next story of the day, Max Keiser says the Bitcoin price could skyrocket to $1 million as big institutions buy directly from the miners. But first, let's take a look at the overall crypto market. We can see Bitcoin having a correction down 3% for the day, but still trading above 18,100. We have Ethereum, which has been breaking out, which is also witnessing a small correction, now just up 1.7%, trading at $532. I'm pretty sure we touched about 550 just yesterday, maybe even as high as 560. XRP has been on a surge, up like over 50% for this week, and had like a 30% jump just yesterday alone, still up 2% for the day, and still trading above 43.5 cents. Miss Litecoin down 2%, trading at $82. We have Cardano up 3%, trading just above 13 cents. BNB up almost 1%, trading just below $30. So as you can see, some of the altcoins are in the red, some are in the green, but where's the Bitcoin price likely to go from here? We're going to be discussing this and doing some Bitcoin technical analysis. You're not going to want to miss it, so stay tuned. But first, let's break down our next story of the day. A very bullish price prediction from the one and only RT host Max Keiser of the Keiser Report. Shout out to Max and Stacy Herbert. Let's break this down. Speaking to express.co.uk, Bitcoin pioneer Max Keiser says the demand for Bitcoin is growing, which is a fact, almost exponentially, while the supply is mathematically locked at 900 Bitcoin per day. And in fact, in 2024, the supply gets cut in half again to 450 Bitcoin per day. This is why I think institutions that are buying Bitcoin will do so directly from miners, and the public won't have a chance to buy any. The public will be shut out as the price skyrockets to $1 million per Bitcoin. Let me know if you agree with this bullish price prediction, and if so, when do you feel it's likely to happen? Next year, 2024, 2025? Let me know your thoughts in the comments right down below. We know the next halving won't occur until 2024, so my prediction is a $1 million Bitcoin price in 2025, considering the market goes absolutely parabolic preceding the year of the halving. Just like in 2012, from 2012 to 2013, Bitcoin saw parabolic gains, and then in 2016 to 2017, we went parabolic again from like $200 all the way to $20,000, and now it's happening again in 2020. This is the bottom of the first inning, and guess what? By the end of next year, I predict over a $100,000 Bitcoin price, and then by the time of the next halving, as Max is pointing out, in 2024 to 2025, that's when I predict a $1 million Bitcoin price. Let me know if you agree or disagree in the comments right down below. Meanwhile, Generation Z, who bought lots of Bitcoin when it was under $100, will be the new global power elite. The world order is about to flip. Sorry, old world order, move aside. Just saying. Studying the daily demand for Bitcoin from the world's major exchanges, the current estimated average daily demand far outweighs the daily supply created by Bitcoin mining. That's right, we have companies by themselves purchasing more Bitcoin than is actually being mined right now. The daily demand on exchanges amounts to 2,600 Bitcoin, whereas the supply from mining is only 900 Bitcoin. So you do the math. It's simple supply and demand. When you have a very limited supply, scarce asset like Bitcoin with massive demand, especially institutional demand like we're witnessing this year, that's when the price skyrockets to the moon. Precisely what we're witnessing right now. Of this disparity, Max Keiser said, "This is amazing. The daily demand from these four is 2,600 Bitcoin, but the daily supply from mining is only 900 Bitcoins. That's a fact." This prediction of an escalating price was also echoed by Dan Morehead, the CEO of Pantera Capital, who said, "The first investment firm in the US to launch a digital currency, pre-auction ICO, and blockchain-enabled venture funds. PayPal and Cash App already buying more than 100% of the newly issued Bitcoins. PayPal alone is most likely buying all within weeks. That's why we've been seeing the Bitcoin price surge. Since PayPal made that announcement, the Bitcoin price has been going up. And since they rolled it out to their customer base, which FYI, over 300 million users worldwide, Bitcoin has been surging. That's a fact. That's right. With PayPal buying up all the Bitcoin, where in the world could the Cash App possibly get theirs? That's where the finite supply and the elasticity part comes in at a higher price. Bitcoin expert Dan Hell gave a list of financial institutions and trading legends that recognize Bitcoin is the new gold 2.0, as I shared with you a little earlier. Now check this out. A follower of Mr. Hell tweeted, Bitcoin will divide people into two groups, in those who have it and those who want it. Touche. All right, and before I break down our next story of the day, as the Bitcoin price dips below $18,000, I'm going to be sharing the whale cluster support zones to watch out for. But first, let's take a look at the overall crypto market cap, sitting at $523 billion with $228 billion in volume in the past 24 hours. Lots of volume. I love to see this. And the current Bitcoin dominance finally took a step back, currently at 64.1%. And now checking out the top gainers within the top 100, we have Aragon up 19%, trading at $3.90. Status up 18%, trading at 3.3 cents. XRP up 18%, trading at just below 44 cents. Holo up almost 14%, trading at 0.0005. A BBC coin up 13%, trading at 25.5 cents. And Numeraire up almost 12%, trading at $28.45. And now checking out the biggest losers within the top 100, we have Curve DAO token down 11%, trading at 75 cents. Thor Chain down 10%, trading just below 85 cents. Swiss Borg down almost 10%, trading at 11 cents. Quant down 9%, trading at $13. And YFI down 8%, trading just above $24,350. Now, out of this list of the biggest gainers and losers, which altcoins in particular are you most bullish on? Drop me a comment right down below. Now, checking out the Binance margins, we can see the bears are back in control, leading with 53.6% shorts versus 46.3% longs. Are you currently bullish or bearish on the king of all crypto? Holla at your boy. Now, checking out the crypto greed and fear index, one of my favorite indicators, shows we're currently rated a 94 in extreme greed. So it's no surprise that we're seeing a correction right now. Yesterday was a 91, and last week a 86 in extreme greed, and last month a 74 in greed. And if you're not familiar with the crypto greed and fear index, extreme fear can be a sign investors are too worried. That can be a great buying opportunity, aka BTFD, buy that freaking dip. And when investors are getting too greedy, like we're witnessing right now, that means the market is due for a correction. Now check this out. Institutions are not playing around right now, as Altcoin Daily points out. Grayscale added 10,550 Bitcoin to their holdings in the last 24 hours. As you can see right here, they are stacking sats like a mofo. Their one-day change, 10,549 Bitcoin. Their 30-day change, 61,264 Bitcoin. Talk about massive institutional demand and a limited supply. That's why we're likely to see a supply shortage of BTC. Just saying. All right, now checking out the latest from Plan B, the creator of the stock to flow model. He recently wrote, current Bitcoin price action is nice, but we are waiting for a real jump like the red arrows early 2013 and 2017. In my opinion, that will be the start of the real bull market, and indeed, phase 5 of the stock to flow. Could it be January 2021? Let me know your thoughts in the comments right down below. So as you can see on this graph, after we witness these red dots, the market goes parabolic, and he's pointing out to 2013 and 2017, and guess what? 2021 is right around the corner. Could it be January 2021? Let me know your thoughts in the comments right down below. Now checking out some of the responses, one lib wrote, how many percent of price will it make that dot jump? And Plan B responded, about 60% plus. 2013 was during Cyprus bail-in, where the government stole all people's bank savings above $100,000 euros. Holy moly. Don't put your money in banks. That's all I'm saying. 2017 was Japan and Australia legal clarity, Bitcoin legal and no VAT. This legal clarity stopped the exodus of fintech companies out of Japan and Australia. Very interesting, right? And if you're not familiar with the stock to flow model X, it does predict a $100,000 Bitcoin price by the end of next year and a $288,000 Bitcoin price medium average between the years 2020 and 2024. Let me know if you agree with the infamous stock to flow model. Drop me a comment right down below. And before I break down our final story of the day, with the Bitcoin price finally dropping below $18,000, I'm going to be sharing with you the whale cluster support zones to watch out for as we do some Bitcoin technical analysis. But first, I want to remind you to smash that show more button right below this video in the description for a detailed analysis of what's going on in the market. This goes for all 600 plus videos right here on my YouTube channel. Also some very helpful resources for you to plug into, including the blog to my podcast, which could be found at cryptonewsyes.com. Also be sure to smash that subscribe button right below this video to help support the YouTube channel. If you're listening on a different platform outside of YouTube, the direct YouTube link is cryptonewsalerts.net. You can also find us on all the major podcasting platforms, from Spotify, the home of the Joe Rogan Experience, to Apple's iTunes. You can also follow me on Twitter to receive daily crypto news alerts. My Twitter handle is cryptonewsyes. And for those of you active on Facebook, as I am, I do have a private crypto Facebook group entitled Crypto Alchemy. To join it, click this link, request to join. I'll be sure to plug you in. And for those of you active on Telegram, I do have a private crypto Telegram chat. To join it, click this link. You'll automatically be added, and I'm looking forward to connecting with you personally on the inside. All right, now let's break down our final story of the day. The Bitcoin price dropped below the $18,000 support level on November 22nd. This comes after Bitcoin continuously saw a high over the counter, which is OTC, and institutional volume throughout November. As you can see right here on your screen, brought to you by TradingView. Data suggests that the growing institutional demand was likely one of the main catalysts behind the Bitcoin price rally to 18,965. In fact, we did even touch 19,000 on some exchanges. Now, according to data from Scoot Analytics, the Grayscale Bitcoin Trust volume on OTC markets increased significantly in the fourth quarter. OTC markets in a securities exchange in the US that allows institutional and accredited investors to purchase various securities. The Grayscale Bitcoin Trust trades on the OTC markets, similar to an exchange traded fund, better known as an ETF. They are very similar. So check this out. This is an institutional-led Bitcoin rally. That's right. There is a clear difference between the ongoing uptrend and the 2017 rally. This time, Bitcoin has shown more composure and stability throughout the uptrend. That's right. The market is way more mature and consecutively reclaiming major resistance levels. Now, Bitcoin saw a large spike in spot volumes, future exchange open interest, and institutional demand, yet various metrics such as the Google Trends have shown that the mainstream interest for Bitcoin is still relatively low. That's right. The combination of the two above mentioned factors suggests institutions have likely been the primary driving force of the recent rally. The heavy involvement of institutions in a prolonged Bitcoin rally is optimistic because institutions are likely to accumulate Bitcoin with a long-term strategy. Like Michael Saylor, he says he's going to hodl his Bitcoin for 100 years. This trend explains why most of the major Bitcoin dips saw in November were aggressively bought up. As Cointelegraph reported, Dan Tapero, the co-founder of 10T Holdings, said the big boys will buy the dips now. Tapero also emphasized the real fundamentals are driving the ongoing rally, unlike the 2017 mania. He went on to share, not often in life do you get to look at a chart like this one. Bitcoin to slice through highs imminently, third wave up to dwarf the 2017 move and should persist for several years. Real fundamentals driving the price, unlike 2017, specified ICO retail flows. The big boys will buy the dips now. Touche. And David asked him a good question right here. Do you think this move up is too steep? And are you expecting any large correction? And Dan Tapero responded, Bitcoin not a market for trading, as I've been saying for a while. Hodlers only market. So there you have it. Then we have Michael Novogratz, the billionaire Bitcoin investor, also said that Bitcoin has become an institutional asset along the way. In recent months, more institutions, hedge funds, and investment banks have started comparing Bitcoin to gold. Novogratz shared the following on CNBC. Check this out. Bitcoin is now an institutional asset, period. The good thing is that most institutions aren't in yet. It's why 2021 will be as good or better than 2020. Now I'm going to throw it out there. 2021 is going to be way more better than 2020. And 2020 was pretty sweet when it comes to cryptocurrency and the markets. I can't say the same for the world with the whole pandemic and all the madness going on. But yeah, he's basically sharing this tweet from Pompliano, who shares, wow, BlackRock CIO of fixed income, Rick Ryder, talking about Bitcoin replacing gold on CNBC this morning. So as you can see, the market is extremely bullish. All right, now for the three whale clusters to watch out for as the Bitcoin price dives below 18,000. Whales or high net worth investors typically use over-the-counter and exchanges simultaneously to accumulate Bitcoin. Throughout November, analysts at the on-chain analysis firm WhaleMap found the emergence of major whale clusters. Whale clusters are price levels where whales buy Bitcoin and do not move their holdings. Clusters often signify areas where whales buy Bitcoin. As you can see right here on your screen, the data from WhaleMap shows that 16,411, 16,278, and 15,691 remains as the big whale clusters. Hence, even if Bitcoin sees a short-term pullback, the aggressive accumulation from whales in November has established crucial support support areas, as you can see right here on your screen. So in the near term, following Bitcoin's recent minor correction from 18,865 to below 18,000, well, clusters are expected to act as important support levels. The 17,300 and 16,411 price levels remain as the major support levels. So there you have it. And now for a quick recap of what I covered with you right here in today's show. BlackRock Chief Investment Officer says Bitcoin will overtake the $10 trillion gold market cap and become the primary store of value. This is pretty massive. Also, as Max Keiser points out, the Bitcoin price could skyrocket to $1 million per BTC as big institutions buy directly from the miners. Also, I shared the latest from Dan Held, who pointed out financial institutions and trading legends that recognize Bitcoin is gold 2.0, including Fidelity, JP Morgan, Bloomberg, Deutsche Bank, Citibank, BlackRock, and the list goes on and on. As Altcoin Daily pointed out, Grayscale Bitcoin Trust added another 10,550 Bitcoin to their holdings in the last 24 hours. And as Plan B points out, check it out, we're about to get ready for a real parabolic market. Also in today's show, I pointed out the whale cluster support zones to watch out for as the Bitcoin price finally dropped below 18,000. So where do you feel the Bitcoin price is likely to go next? Drop me a comment right down below. Well, that's going to conclude today's show. As always, I appreciate you tuning in and journeying along with me inside this incredible crypto matrix. If you gain value out of today's show, be sure to smash that subscribe button. That's right, and turn on all notifications to receive daily premium crypto news alerts every single day, including weekends, just like this. And real quick before I go, if interested in tapping into OPM, leveraging other people's money to grow your wealth and crypto portfolio, then smash that link right below the video in the description. You'll be glad you did, and I look forward to seeing you on tomorrow's episode. Peace.